starting five for your LA Clippers. Start at shooting guard at 6'3". Number 8, Chris Dunn. Start at power forward at 6'6". Number 55, Derek Jones Jr. At center, 7 foot, number 40, Ivica Zubac. At the other forward position, 6 feet 4 inches, number 24, Norman Powell. At the other guard position, standing 6'5", number 1, James Harden.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And now we've got a chance to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Draymond Green.
And the trend that he's going through with his assist numbers dropping over the past few years isn't a good one. I don't want to say he's become a more selfish player because that's too harsh, but he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot rather than creating for his teammates. He may want to rethink that.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. And for Los Angeles, Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And Kuminga throws it down.
With some enthusiasm, Kuminga saw his chance to dunk it, and he took it.
Pass to Harden. Now Powell, covered by Wiggins. Curry against Harden. Zubac a screen on Curry. From deep, Harden. Wiggins with the rebound. And it's Golden State's ball. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The Warriors have been trying to win a championship while also developing young talent. And Brent, that's a tough thing to do.
And really hard to do because of the established players in front of you. How do you find time for guys who are going to be inconsistent and make mistakes? That coaching staff knows how important piling up every regular season win is in terms of your positioning in the playoffs. And we'll see if this year they take another stride and those guys become more comfortable in their roles to help support the stars they've had for so many years.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Dunn nails both of them. Staying healthy and rested has been, Brent, a challenge for this Clippers team.
Well, of course, Kevin, this affects every team throughout the course of a long season. But, yeah, the Clippers have had a really tough time keeping their stars healthy. Their fans have been patient. Their ownership has been patient, but patience runs out. At some point, you want this team to have that full health and that full run to maybe get after one of those titles.
Powell, no one around him. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Powell's got 6 points.
Powell wasting no time to let that one rip.
Curry passes to Green. Healed against Dunn. Green with a screen on Dunn.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Healed, can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Powell kicks to Dunn. There's 1:47 left in the first quarter of the game. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And Dunn is just stunning, dribbling the ball. So many moves and amazingly quick to boot.
Curry with him, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Wiggins. That shot misses. Excellent D that time from Jones. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. We talked about a lot of things, including how to try and slow down Steph Curry. He said it's the usual stuff. You can't go under screens. You have to contest without fouling. You have to recognize he will put the ball on the floor and drive if you overplay him. That's a lot to account for, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Now here's Curry. Harden missing his last shot. 6 to shoot. Wiggins from outside. Traps in the tray.
Well, right now, helping the offense out by creating space. Andrew Wiggins deadly enough from that spot.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
It's time for dance game. You know, when you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Let's see those moves. Let's see those dance moves. Look at those moves. You must have left your dancing shoes at home.
Some changes. Mamba is checked in for Zubac. Kevin Porter comes in for Chris Dunn. And Bones Hyland subbed in for James Harden. Then for the Warriors, Looney's checked in for Green. Podziemski's coming in for Andrew Wiggins. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Curry. Here's Hyland. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Pass to Bamba. Powell against Hield. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Dennis Schroeder. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever. Yeah, can't sleep on Powell defensively. He will step up and start to pour it in.
And the Warriors making a change here. Jackson Davis is checked in. He doesn't get the second one. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know, they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Here's Powell. From deep three-point land. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
The Warriors trail. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kevon Looney out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's Schroeder in at the 1. Now Porter after the missed 3 from Dennis Schroeder. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Trying to find Jackson-Davis and gets it to him.
Well, we've seen Schroeder stepping up more as a distributor, leading this ball club now.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Banked in off the glass. Schroeder's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, is when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Schroeder, one of those guys who likes to change speeds on the floor and uses it to great effectiveness.
Pass to Highland. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Schroeder. 11 points last game. Down low. Puts it up from 7. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. All right, Frank, quick. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. This guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. If he continues to put himself into situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly, his game is going to continue to grow.
Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Different look here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Brandon Bajemski. And Curry subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. He's off on the first.
And Kuminga is so physical. He'll get a lot of these.
That's off as well, so he misses both. And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old-school centers.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player.
Here's Curry. Chris Dunn making his last shot. Curry attacking, just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Powell kicks to Dunn. Harden outside. Zubac, a screen on Curry. Harden, no good. Warriors have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Warriors?
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Now here's Powell. A 29-point game for him in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Now Zubac, after Norman Powell missed from long range. No coverage that time. Harden's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Harden against Curry. Wiggins outside. 16 seconds left to play in the first half. Hield from outside. Cans it from downtown. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Well, that's a guy you want to find, Buddy Hield, with the response from 3.
And here's Harden from downtown. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Warriors ahead, up by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, you know, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. Just trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if you can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
We've talked about it in the past, going on the road removes the distractions of home. And it can bring you guys closer together if it's the right group.
Yeah, but you still have people you barely know asking you to comp tickets. I hate the road.
All right, guys, let's talk about our game. The LA Clippers are in a close one.
How have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops and this score would be totally different. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Here's Curry. Jones and Zubats make up the 4 and the 5. Harden out there with Dunn, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
He's got so much vertical ability. That's easy for Wiggins.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 5-point game. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Powell for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
And the shot goes down.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 5. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Jones sets the pick for Harden. To the paint. Green with the block.
I like the extension there from Draymond Green, reaching out and timing that one.
And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Clippers trail by 5. Brent, when I think of those title teams of the Golden State Warriors, clearly you think of the Currys and Thompson, and maybe at the top of that list, the importance of Draymond Green.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, that the lean on for Golden State defensively and to be as good as they were on that end of the floor falls on the shoulders and the very capable ones of Draymond Green. I mean, he took on all challengers and elevated the confidence of players like Steph and Clay. So Draymond's defense, elite and leading to titles.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to Zubats. It's stolen by Kuminga. Floats it up for Kuminga. And stolen by Dunn. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Harden. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now, he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023. So all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Curry. And both free throws good for James Harden. When you think about James Harden, he's had such an effect on the game. Brent, they changed the rules because of him.
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because you can think about it a couple of ways. There was a system change for James Harden to try the system, and then, as James has said himself, he became the system. So leaning into all of the analytics of basketball, you have to have somebody who can represent all of the things that system would require, and it came in the form of the beard for many years. And that kind of offensive output is something that is going to be, we'll be hard-pressed to see that again, Kevin.
changes here. Highland's checked in. So a moment now to see the story for Dennis Schroeder.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. To the middle, here's Green, and the rejection by Zubac.
Smart defender. Zubac understands how to position himself to come up with blocks.
Porter against Kuminga. Porter dishes to Powell. Inside. Left block shot on the way. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Zubac.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Podziemski. No scoring in this one. And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of that.
Free throw good, Podziemski. And Los Angeles with some changes. Mohamed Bamba comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Batum in for Derek Jones. And then for Golden State, Kevon Looney is checked in for Green. And Trace Jackson-Davis is subbed in for Kuminga. And so he makes both from the line. Clippers trail by 3. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls it up. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors leading by 3. Throws it up high.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Hield against Powell. Batum, screen on Hield. That's a 2 from Powell. That's good on the jump shot. Powell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Warriors lead by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Tyronn Lue.
Keep trusting, all right? First half, the ball's moving. We got to keep the ball moving. Can't go one-on-one individual. We got to keep the ball moving. They can't stop moving the ball, drive it, kick it. We get anything we want.
I think you can tell he wants to see a lot more activity from his team.
Yeah, and he's right. Too much ISO ball. Move it. Let's try to get a great shot, not settling for good.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Dennis Schroeder, Kevon Looney out there with Anderson. Then there's Brandon Podziemski, and it's Waters in at the 3 slot. Warriors leading by 3. Anderson outside. Schroeder passes to Anderson. Here's Waters. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Waters got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And it's Porter with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. To the inside. Here's Coffey. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Hey fans, it's now time to get excited. Come on, let's hear it for your Clippers Breakers.
And the Warriors with a completely new five on the floor. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Now here's Hield. Pass to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State. Now here's Curry. Hield with a screen on Hart. Curry kicks to Green. A three-pointer, no good. Clippers trail by 4. Done with it. Now Green defending. Harden with it. Jones with the screen on Curry. The three from Harden. And he's good on the three ball.
A smart play with the ball there. Harden just making the right decision.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Hield the pass to Kuminga. Curry against Harden. Pass to Wiggins. Three-pointer. And the Warriors miss again.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Spins. Harden against Curry. Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. Dunn kicks to Zubac. Wiggins with the block.
Oh my, Wiggins saying no, no.
Curry on the wing. They kick out to Hield. Green with a screen for Hield. To the middle. And it's Green missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Powell dishes to Harden. Drives to the hoop. It counts.
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Now here's Curry. To the paint. Here's Green. Yes!
All those weapons, and Draymond Green ends up being the guy hurting you. What a huge shot.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
.44 seconds left in the game. Here's Dunn. Warriors with the rebound.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now here's Kuminga. The pass to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Hield against Harden. Hield can't hit. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. So I'm looking at the clock. And guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
Powell for 3. Bullseye!
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Curry fires from way outside. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, James. I know you missed some shots early, but you kept at it. I know your confidence never wanes.
Nothing changes for me. I miss shots, I miss layups, I miss threes. I'm going to keep doing the same thing. You know, eventually it's going to fall because I know the work that I put in. And so nothing changed. I still shot the shots with confidence, and tonight they went in.
Part of being great is being stubborn, right? Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Norman Powell.